How to reach this generation? Teach them the word. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Truth Speaker TV. So, today we're going to watch a video and I'm going to provide my commentary.
The Barna Group created this concept called mosaics, where he says that Kinnaman, who is the president of Barna Group, created this concept called mosaics, where he says that millennials are like Moses. We made an exodus from the church. And this was before we were finished college, right? He said that every generation you can track that they will come back to church between the ages of 18 and 25 when they have children so that they can christen their children. But he predicted that millennials will be the first generation not to do that. And that is what happened. And so now you have millennials who many of you think are anyone younger than you. I want to help you today. I'm a millennial and I have a 6-year-old. I'll be 40 in about 18 months. Millennials are not young people anymore. Some of us have grandchildren. And so if you're worried about millennials, I hate to break it to you, but you're 3 generations behind. Millennials are born 1981 through 1996, right? And then you have Gen Z. These are people who were born in 1997 through 2012. And then you have my daughter, who's Gen Alpha, who was born after 2013. And so if you are concerned about millennials, I hate to break it to you, but you're 3 generations behind. 3 generations. And so when you start with millennials who are largely unchurched, they're raising kids who don't know what VBS is. And so we have to figure out what the church can do differently. I won't say what the church is doing wrong, what the church can do differently to go back and wrap our arms around 3 generations. The issue is the church today is struggling to bring our concept of divinity to the lived experience of people's humanity. Again, if you think about millennials who have children who are not in church, who are also having children who are not in church, my daughter's generation is the most liberal generation that's ever faced this earth. She has little boys in her class who have pink nail polish. She gets invited to birthday parties with kids who have 2 mommies. And so if you want to attract millennials, you need to preach a gospel that helps us contend with that. And if you are opposed to discussing people who have pronouns and whatever else, then you are going to get left behind. It's not a question about your theology, but how do you help people grapple with their humanity? And so we suggested that a lot of pastors take some classes on gender identity and how to discuss those issues from a theological standpoint, because these are the lived experiences of the people who have chosen not to come inside your churches. The elephant in the room, women in ministry. Millennials are refusing to engage in ministries that do not honor women. And it is to the peril of this body to continue to do that. If you would like to engage the 3 generations you are losing, you're going to have to honor women as equally as you honor men.
Okay, guys. So, how to get millennials, etc., to come to church? Well, let's cover 3 things here. 1, what can the church do differently to get 3 generations into their buildings? Well, teach the word of God, be the model, be the light, be the standard, God's standard, not being conformed to the world. Point 2, the church today struggles to bring the concept of divinity to the lived experiences of people's humanity. That's what she said, right? Okay, let me break this down. The problem they came up with is that the church is outdated and cannot get millennials to come in because the church struggles with making the gospel conform to the lives of those they're trying to save from the world. Does this make any sense? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's break this down some more. The church is not relevant because the people do not want to hear the gospel as God intended it, according to what she said. Hence, to fill the pews, now the focus is on just filling the pews and not lives being transformed, right? So churches need to step away from teaching the gospel of God, from winning souls by telling them about their sins and helping them pick up their cross and follow Jesus, to teach a more watered down, comfortable, not gospel, not the word of God, don't hold anybody accountable, uh, more along the lines of motivational speeches to appease everyone, which sums up to be they want the church to be more like the world and not tell them about their sin. Doing so hurts who? Who does this hurt? Hell is real. So why are these elders even nodding their heads with this, sister? I understand your point of view, sister, but no, 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 sister. We are not going to go to hell to please anyone. The church's job is to win souls and to help transform lives, not to play church or adapt the seeker sensitive model to lure people into the church with their Super Bowl party, their trampolines, and weekly entertainment with no substance. Heaven has a standard. Hence, the Lord said, narrow is the path. Few find it because many want to do it their way. You must dress in your wedding attire. The church should not conform to the world. The church's job is to show you and me and sinners the errors of our ways, not allow us to attend church and remain in our sin, not being transformed. This is dangerous ground you want the church to go on. And you're saying we need a new gospel. No, we do not. And thirdly, women in ministry. The word said, women can't teach the gospel. Do we have any woman teaching in the Bible? You can tell somebody about it, but you can't hold the position of a pastor, right? So I'm going to end here. And this FYI, I am a millennial and I am in the church. And I do not want the gospel to be changed because we can't change God's words, right? And we cannot compromise. Neither. We're not standing with the world. We're standing with God. Anyhow, guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me and have a blessed one. Bye.